Hey Cancer, long time no see. Very excited to see you. Thank you for joining me. Okay, let's jump right in, shall we? Whoop, Spirit's ready to jump right in. Why don't we? Okay, all right, Spirit. We want to know what Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, what they need to know this month, Spirit. What's the story? What's the experience? Who are the characters and influences around? What does Cancer need to know for their highest good this month? For their highest good, Spirit, always and only for their highest good. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. What's going on this month? What's happening in January that you want them to know so that they can tap in potentials or pitfalls? Do we lean in? Do we pivot? Help us out, Spirit. Got a couple bonus cards. Okay, Spirit, for the highest good. Cancer, January. Okay, all right. Beautiful way to kick it off. Ah, Cancer. Okay, all right, that's all right. We're gonna figure this out. Gosh, there's been a bit of a theme here across the readings. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's January. The astrological new year is something different than the kind of like Gregorian calendar new year, but there is a lot to be said for collective energy that is focused on a certain date for certain things, and a lot of us are feeling the pressure to commit to something. Commit to new lifestyle, commit to person, commit to job. We're going to look at that a little deeper for you, Cancer. Oof, okay. Okay. Okay, Cancer. Time to clear things up a little bit. You have something incredible that you're working on right now. Ace of Pentacles coming up right at the center of your reading. So this is where your story begins, with incredible opportunity, with a little bit of a injection of resources. Like some of you might be getting a little like, oh, here's your, maybe you just got a Christmas bonus, or maybe you got a sign-on bonus because you're beginning a new job. These are general readings, of course, Cancer. So Spirit's giving me a couple different things with this. With some of you, the Ace of Pentacles is a project. Like, this is my baby, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to be working on. What is getting in your way, Cancer, is a little bit of, for some of you, I want to use the word over-identification. I know, it sounds weird, right? That's not like a word I use in my common vocabulary. Spirit is saying some of you are getting so overly identified with this project or with this goal or with this thing that you are holding yourself back. You're locking yourself down. You are putting, like, they're showing me somebody putting like hurdles in front of themselves. Like, why, when you could just run down the track, are you like hurdle and put a hurdle and put a hurdle? It's not trusting yourself. This Eight of Swords is about a sense of insecurity, a sense of like, I don't know how to move forward. So there's maybe even a little bit of like analysis paralysis happening here. And it's really important, if you're going to get what you want, if you're going to create the progress that you want, if you are going to emerge from this, the creator and the leader that you want to be, then you're going to have to get over that shit. I say that with so much love. Okay, let me show you why I say that. If you haven't been here before, Cancer, of course I don't like mean literally, hey, get over it, fucker. This is like, humor is another way to lighten us up and get our energy moving in a different way and getting you out of that kind of Eight of Swords, like, oh, I don't even want to look, like it's going to be really hard. And that's what they're saying about putting hurdles in front of yourself. Like, it's going to be so hard, it's going to be so hard, it's going to be so hard. These are not the joys you were looking for. That's what that looked like. What you need to actually do is get out of your head, and you are doing this all by yourself. when you get stuck in your own head, things can become and seem so much harder and so much more stressful and so much tougher than they would be if you would let yourself out. Wow. Okay. Take a look, Cancer. You happen to see that there is a key sitting right next to this guy, and on the other side of him, the locked trap door. He can leave whenever he wants to, but he can't even see the key or the lock because he is so in his head. That's what this card is all about. The disturbing imagery is there on purpose. It's there to make people go, whoa, like, that is scary. But if you notice, this guy is not bleeding. He's not cut. That's actually just a piece of art on the wall. You need clarity. You might even need to get an objective third party involved to help you get some of that clarity. Whether, and I do mean objective. I don't feel that you should be going to like your partner or your friend or whoever like that loves you and knows you. Not that those people wouldn't be helpful. I mean, go to those people, talk to those people for sure. But this is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call, and Spirit is offering you a pretty passionate, exciting rebirth, okay? Judgment. This is about commitment. This is about coming from being dead on your feet and suddenly rising up and recognizing that, like, I have to change some things about my life. I have to commit to some things if I want different outcomes than what I have right now, and if I want to grow past my kind of, like, quote-unquote comfort zone, which is a misnomer, right? This chick does not look comfortable. But ironically, she thinks she's in less danger if she sits here with a blindfold, tugging on her hair, just kneeling there, when really she needs to pull it off. She needs to pull it off and walk forward. There's no judgment here, Cancer. You have a very powerful heart, and when anything you feel intensely, and I can understand your hesitation, I can understand your fear, but Spirit wants to tell you, many of you, and of course, Cancer, these are general readings, and anytime I say something that doesn't resonate with you, you should take that for what it is and be like, okay, that doesn't really resonate with me, that doesn't feel right. Then that probably applies to some other Cancer. But what I feel for some of you, is that, hi Kitty. Hello, you're very cute, but I need you to not walk on their cards right now. Love you. Sorry about the cat butt. Go on, honey. Okay. Some of you have to walk away from things and situations that are giving you overwhelming anxiety. Like to the point of, again, paralysis. You don't want to miss out on this incredible opportunity because you're too busy being like, all the things that could go wrong. Oh my God, like, this is a beautiful signal that you can move on from this drama. You see like the waves, the crashing waves on one side of the boat, and then these crystal clear, nice smooth waters that they're heading toward. It's about gaining perspective, the Six of Swords is. And this, both of these, as a matter of fact, are about completely lacking perspective. So that's why I say it might be helpful for some of you to talk to an objective third party, whether that's like you go talk to a therapist or a counselor or just somebody who is not involved in the situation that you can trust is going to give you sensible, clear, helpful advice. So whether you talk to a therapist, whether you go get acupuncture, whether you go get a tarot reading, you need to get a little perspective from this. You need to step back and look at the bigger picture here. You're getting really myopic is what they're telling me, like getting really zoomed in on like the flaws and the problems, and things actually look pretty amazing. So that would, you're doing yourself a disservice. You might be slowing yourself down and like overexerting yourself ironically at the same time. Do you know what I mean? You've already come very far. Very far. This is sitting in your past. This is sitting in your future. Going from a knight to a king is a pretty fantastic level up. I do feel that most of you are going to feel a sense of mastery. That's the kings, the conquerors. You know what I mean? The rule creators. You can't hold still. That's what they're telling me. You can't hold still in January. You're being asked to choose. You're being asked to wake up. You're being asked to say, okay, then I'll commit to this. And I'll commit to it through the lows, through the highs, through the dips, through the joys. If I'm committed, then I'm committed. The way you commit to your lover, Cancer, you're a very loyal soul. What is it that you're building or creating? The King of Wands is a king of creativity. King of art, king of industry, king of ideas, king of epiphanies and inspiration, what fires us up, what lights us up. So what kind of creator are you? What are you trying to create? You are coming toward a period where you're going to feel like, holy crap, I didn't know if I could get here. And what it takes is that perspective and that breakthrough and that commitment, okay? And so some of you may not need that objective third party, sorry Kitty, to tell you what to do. Some of you may, just hearing this, be like, this is my objective third party, like just this conversation, and I know exactly what it is I need to commit to. And am I willing? Yeah, I'm willing. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. And if this is all the objective third party you needed, please go with God, Godspeed. Like, where you find yourself, this is the Lovers. Are you married? Are you married to this? Like they said, if you're really committed, you will see this to fruition. You will see this from seed to tree to orchard. And what does that mean? Spirit is saying this can provide for you. Investing in this and building this and creating this can return, like there will be a return on your investment is basically what they're saying. You're energetic or you're creative or you're whatever kind of investment. But you've got to make a choice. You can't waffle. And this isn't a middle road kind of situation. This isn't a compromise kind of situation is what they're telling me. And, you know, if you've ever been here and gotten a reading with me before, you know that binary is not my usual way of communicating. Like, it's this and that's it, Cancer. It's this. This is bad and this is good or whatever. This is purple and this is yellow and that's just how it is or whatever. But in this situation with all of these choice cards and all of these hesitation cards, here is this Ten of Swords showing up as part of the key to your whole reading is to leave behind thoughts, words, fights that keep you from doing what it is you're meant to be doing. So whether that's horribly negative self-talk, whether that's somebody that you've been fighting for and fighting with and you just feel dead tired and exhausted, a rebirth is on the way. This is inside you. This Judgment card is showing up as what's going on inside you. You're feeling like that call from heaven. Hey girl, what are you gonna do? Hey boy, what are you gonna do? Wake up. See it for what it is. Gabriel's blowing the horn. The wall falls down. The opportunity is presenting itself. It's already presenting itself right fucking now. And if you're not already knowing what this is, you're going to know by the end of January because that Ace of Pentacles is sitting in your present. And what is sitting in the position of your potential future? Three of Pentacles, milestone. Being able to go, oh my God, look how far we've come. You know, like if you were trying to get to the moon, this would be like, we have finished the launch platform. Like, that's a big fucking step. That's a third of the way there. Three of Pentacles, you know? This is a gateway that Spirit is asking you to walk through. They're saying that some of you are going to be presented with one of your, and it's funny how these things can be linked, but it's like your greatest desire and your greatest like fear or challenge are kind of is being presented to some of you. So this could mean something like, hey, we want to take this work that you're doing and really like put you on this public platform, or I think it's some of you are, they're telling me specifically juggling a third party situation. What do I mean by that? I mean like maybe you're dating somebody and you're thinking about somebody else, or maybe some of you, and no judgment, I'm just saying what I'm hearing, some of you might be cheating, or like I'm feeling like there's temptation. And again, I rarely say things are binary, but you got to walk away from somebody if that's the case, because this to me does not look like it will. If you can stop now before somebody gets hurt, those of you for whom that resonates, stop now before somebody gets hurt. I feel some of you are specifically, like they're telling me some of you are dabbling with like an old lover, like someone from your past. And whether you've decided to fully get back with that old lover, or you were just having a dalliance and now you realize, oh no, I really want to be with my current, you need to walk away from the third party situation. Or if what you need to do is be like, hey, I want an open relationship, then you need to tell the fucking truth. But the truth is, looking at these cards, I think if that's what you say, then the person's going to be like, well, for all I care, you can go ahead and open it up to everybody in the whole world except for me, motherfucker. Like, so, and look, the shoe could always be on the other foot. Spirit could be showing me that if some of you are feeling like all of this anxiety over, I feel like something is happening in my relationship that is wrong, I feel like you need to have that come to Jesus conversation. Because you're entering a place where you're going to be feeling way more powerful and good, like pretty amazing, like opportunities to do more of what you love, is what Spirit just said, are coming up for you. And you kind of trimming the fat and getting rid of thoughts and beliefs, your own or other people's, or relationships entirely, that do not serve you and that actually make you anxious and drain your energy rather than give it back to you. If somebody takes your perspective instead of giving you perspective, if somebody takes your energy and never returns it, I'm just going to leave that there. And you can decide what's on the other side of that. But I think a life and a path worth marrying, Lover's card, right? You've got to be married to your soul and yourself before anybody else. That's what will make you the best partner, the best director, the best artist, the best creator, the best King of Wands that you can be, is to love and know yourself best, and to act from that place of, I love myself and I'm compassionate with myself. That allows you to be loving and compassionate toward other people, and if you have to let them go in order to be compassionate, then that's what you have to do. Pardon all the crazy cat action. They got catnip for Christmas, so they're like, that was perfect, rocketing around the room. Look, there's fun on the other side of leaving behind these limiting beliefs and limiting relationships. There's joy to be had. Step into yourself, Cancer. Step into your King of Wands role as an artist and a king. There's no more time to hesitate. No more hesitating. You're the King of Wands right now, okay? What would the King of Wands do? Can get you a rubber bracelet that says WWKWD. What would King of Wands do? That's about right. All right. Make something of this, is what Spirit is saying. Make something of this seed with that Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, with the King of Wands. You may be coming up against a lot. but there are things that you can let go of and commit to. Like, I'm going to stop scattering my energy in these 7 directions. I'm going to toss 2 of these things overboard, and I'm going to stick with these. Okay? Yeah. Temptation abounds, okay? And you're going to know what you need to do about that. Whether that's a valid temptation that's worth pursuing, or whether it's just going to get you into trouble. One way or another, the fires of your passion and your creativity are definitely getting stoked this month. So very curious about, well, let me know, right? Like, if you feel like sharing questions or responses in the comments, I'm always excited to hear those. And we'll see how this energy plays out. But let's see, let's look at your fiercely focused spread. Let's see how this story plays into the theme of your month. Wow. Okay. Spirit just threw the card onto the table, so I guess they're ready to talk. So, and if you haven't been here before, Cancer, this is just a quick 5-card spread that I do to end the reading, to give kind of like a big picture, like here's the theme and here are some action steps that Spirit wants you to take in different levels of your life, different areas of your life, to make the best of it. So what's the theme of your month? The star. When does the star come out? At night? Rather, they're there all the time, but that's when we can see them. So this is about having faith. This is about trusting and moving toward your star, even if you are kind of bumbling around in the dark. There is something magical awaiting you, something that wants to replenish those waters that have been drained from you a little bit. And some of you want to be a star. King of Wands, right? Like, that's the artist, that's the creator. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, Cancer. That's what is holding some of you back from doing it. What it is that you want to do is a matter of, like, what will people think of me? Or I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to be, like, really putting myself out there, just, you know, like, naked for all the world to see. Be vulnerable. Be willing to be honest and vulnerable and your true magical self, Cancer. Your vulnerability is one of your greatest strengths. And I know for you hard shell Cancers, that can be hard to believe. That allowing your excitement to touch your heart, like, I understand that can get your hopes way up in the sky. But that's where they need to be. I love it. Sorry, like, Spirit just tossed out your 2nd card right after I said that. That's where they need to be. You need to get to work. Get out of your head. Another 8, right? Get out of your head and get to work. The remedy for anxiety is action. So whatever this is, Cancer, and for some of you, they're literally telling me, hey, why don't you just, like, when this video finishes playing, go ahead and turn it off, and for 15 minutes, clean up your house. 15 minutes. Set a timer. That's it. Like, so that you're not getting like, oh my God, how am I ever going to clear out this whole house? You know, maybe some of you have like a hoarding situation and you're like, oh my God, there's no way. They're telling me put a little limit and say, okay, for 15 minutes, I'm going to clean my house. Or, okay, so for 30 minutes this morning, I'm going to sit down and work on my book, or I'm going to work on this analysis, or whatever. Like, get to work. Take action. This is the apprentice who has the potential of becoming the master, if you put your work into it. Excuse me. That's exciting. Okay, so looking at money and work, now let's look at the mind. Messages, thoughts. What's going on in your head, Cancer, in January 2019? Okay. Same card, different deck. What I want you to notice is, just like in the other deck where she was just kind of kneeling there with the blindfold on, in this one, the lady actually, you know, is bound, but it's like she could shrug and those would drop right off. Like, nobody tied her up with any actual intention to keep her there. They knew that her fear would be enough to keep her there. That's what Spirit just said. Where is your fear keeping you, Cancer? Where you should be stepping out and feeling glorious. It's okay. This isn't a shaming moment. This is like, look in the background. There's a beautiful, amazing castle where this woman could start her fairy tale. If and when she gets the courage to shrug off her bonds, take off her blindfold, and look around at what's really out here. Okay? There's no one guarding you, is what they just said again. So it's like, it's as if you were this woman tied up and bound, but nobody was guarding you. Okay, I can walk away. Beautiful. I mean, the star. It's worth it. It's worth it. This vulnerability you're going to feel is worth it. The trepidation you will feel as you walk down the path in the dark toward the star, it's going to be worth it. Okay? And they're saying that so loud and so clear. Okay. Spirit. Now we want to look at emotions, feelings, relationships. Spirit might want to highlight romance, or they might want to highlight family or friends or a certain emotion. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know for their highest good this month? January 2019 for Cancer. In their own element, Spirit, what does Cancer need to know in the realm of the heart? Okay. All right. I need one more. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay, so don't miss an opportunity because you're looking down. This is a theme here, Cancer. Don't miss an opportunity because you're too busy looking at maybe what didn't work out or how it was supposed to be instead of what it is. Or maybe you're just dejected and you're like, I'm tired of hoping. I'm tired of hoping and not getting what I want. Well, damn it, the moment that you stop hoping and stop looking around might be the moment that God pops out of a cloud handing you this cup, and you might not even notice if you don't keep your eyes open. Not to mention your arms. Heart open. What's the remedy? Listen, somebody wants to give you this cup. Somebody wants to give you love. Somebody wants to give you assistance. Someone wants to give you a gift. You need to damn well keep your eyes and your heart open, Cancer. It's always up to our free will, and we can always refuse. This guy can refuse the cup if he wants. God's not going to grab your mouth and tip your head back and pour it down your throat if you don't want it, because God loves you, right? So we're going to go into a little more of this in a video next week about like creating your reality and how to do that, how to make more magic in your life. But let me tell you, the first and hardest step is to open your heart and to drop resistance to the idea that amazing things can happen to you, different than what you're experiencing right now. I'm not asking you to become Pollyanna and get super optimistic if what you're feeling is pessimistic, because that would honestly just create more resistance. What I'm asking you is to get curious. What I'm asking you is to know and to be humble enough to be like, I don't know everything. Something cool could happen that I'm not even expecting. The star, right? Something magical, something that feels divine. Like right time, right place, treasure map, okay? Keep your heart open. Soften, Cancer. You have a beautiful heart and a beautiful soul, and it's a big part of what you were here on Earth to share. You know, the mother of the zodiac. Someone is going to replenish these waters for you, okay? You're going to get hints and messengers that lead you toward the magic, is what they're telling me, okay? So that's why they want you to keep your eyes and your ears and your heart open. Okay, I wasn't even... The card just jumped out, your final card. I was going to say, what's lighting you up or getting you excited? And then another case of same card, different deck, King of Wands, create. Take the lead. You have a vision. Whether you're an artist or an actor or a musician or not, like creativity, wands mean it comes from your soul. Wands mean this feels like my purpose. This feels like what I'm here to do. This is my idea. Mine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't work for somebody else. This is like the entrepreneur, solopreneur, like... Time to take control. And nobody else can believe in you until you believe in you, Cancer. Other people can, but you won't believe it, so it won't matter. You need to believe in you. You have what it takes. If you've been waiting for somebody to come along and tell you you have what it takes, please come forward. Please share your gifts with us. Please share your voice with us. Take it from me. I'm feeling it. Like, and I feel a tightness in my heart chakra. And Spirit is saying, open it up. Open it up. Some of you are even afraid of how incredible this can be, and I do understand. But it's going to be incredible. The words and messengers that you need are going to come. Pardon the vibrating. I'm trying to make it stop. Go forth, Cancer, with an open heart and make your magic. That's what they just said. Because it's yours. It's uniquely yours. You're the creator. If you're married to it, go build it. If it comes from your soul, share it with us when you're ready. Okay? Okay. I love you, Cancer. Thank you for being here. I hope this is really helpful for you. And that you have a really wonderful new year. I alluded to, I'll be putting up weekly episodes now going into like astrology and tarot and intuition lessons, and I hope I see you there, so keep an eye out, okay? Much love to you. Many blessings, Cancer. See you next time. Bye.